Wonderful day, my dear mathletes. Today, we will again be dealing with our lesson 1, which is all about factoring. For our lesson 1.1, that is about factoring by the greatest common monomial factor, or the GCMF. So, before that, let us have first our factoring facts. The first one is that factoring is the process of writing a polynomial as products of its factors. Another fact, it is the reverse of multiplying polynomials, or in short, ang factoring po ay kabaliktaran ng special products natin or ang kabaliktaran ng pagmumultiply ng mga polynomial. At sinasabi din natin na ang factor divides a polynomial evenly. Ibig sabihin, i-consider natin ang isang polynomial na factor kapag wala pong remainder kung i-divide ito. Atin ang simulan ng ating unang lesson, which is the greatest common monomial factor. Bago po yan, intindihin muna natin ano nga ba ang GCMF sa pamamagitan ng ilang mga example. Our example number 1, determine the GCMF of 4x cubed and 8x squared. Ang una po nating hakbang is to factor the polynomials or each monomial, which is your 4x cubed and your 8x squared. So, unahin po muna natin ang 4x cubed. Sa ating pong nakaraang video, ipinakita ko po kung paano ang factor 3 method. Pero ngayon, babalikan po ulit natin. Ang 4x cubed ay pwede nating gawin in factored form as 2 times 2 times x times x times x. Bakit po 2 times 2? Dahil 2 times 2 is equal to 4. At ang x times x times x ay equal sa 4x cubed. Dumako naman po tayo sa 8x squared. Ang 8, katulad ng 4, ay pwede nating isulat bilang 2 times 2 times 2. At ang x squared ay pwedeng maging x times x. Sa ating pangalawang step, titingnan po natin kung ano yung common factor. Base po sa ginawa nating pagfa-factorize prime factorization sa ating step 1. So dahil dyan, balikan lang po natin ang ating common factors, lalagyan po natin ng square, ay 2 times 2 times x times x. At ang atin naman pong pangatlong step, i-multiply na po natin yung ating naibox na common factors. So, ang kalalabasan po ay 2 times 2 is equal to 4 and x times x is equal to x squared. At dahil dyan, masasabi po natin na ang GCMF ng 4x cubed at 8x squared ay 4x squared. Ngayon po ay dumako na tayo sa ating pinaka-lesson na tungkol sa factoring by the greatest common monomial factor. Example po, we are going to write 6x plus 3x squared in factored form. Take note that there are two terms. We have your 6x and your 3x squared. For our first step, we are going to identify the GCMF of the two terms. So first, we are going to determine the factors of the coefficients. Ano po ba ang coefficients? Pag sinabi po natin coefficient, yun po yung number sa tabi ng ating variables. So, our coefficients are 3 and 6. By listing, ang mga factors po ng 3 ay 1 and 3. At ang mga factors naman ng 6 ay 1, 2, 3, at 6. Our second step, dun sa step 1 po natin, under sa step 1, we're going to determine the common variable with the least exponent. Ano ba yung variable? Yung variable po ay ang ating mga letters na ginamit sa ating polynomials. So sa ating pong 6x at 3x square, ang common variable po natin ay x. Ngayon, ano po ang mas maliit na exponent? So, ang pagpipilian lang po natin ay x at x square. At dahil understood naman po na 1 ang exponent kapag wala itong nakalagay na exponent, i-consider po natin ang x lang. Hence, we can say now that the GCMF is 3, yung common factor po natin kanina sa coefficient, times x, the common variable with the least exponent. For our step 2, i-divide po natin ang lahat ng term by the GCMF. Take note na ang term natin ay 6x at 3x square. I-divide po natin both terms by our GCMF, which is 3x. 6x divided by 3x. Pwede na po natin i-cancel yung x. 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2 plus 3x square divided by 3x. Pwede na po natin i-cancel yung 3 and x square divided by x. By your power of a quotient, ima-minus lang po natin yung exponent nung nasa taas na variable dun sa nasa baba. So, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Kaya po, naging x na lang siya. Therefore, for our step 2, 2 plus x is now the other factor. Ulitin ko lang po, sa step 1, ang GCMF natin ay 3x at sa step 2, ang magiging result po ay tatawagin nating other factor. At para naman sa ating last step, we are just going to express the GCMF and the other factor as products. Ano po ba yung answer natin sa step 1? 3x. Ito na po siya. At ano naman yung answer natin sa step 2? 2 plus x. Since as 1 lang po ang 2 plus x, isusulat po natin ito sa pamamagitan or sa loob ng parenthesis. Take note that our last step is expressed as the product of our step 1 and our step 2. Another example po. Write 12x cubed y minus 20x raised to the 5th power y squared z in factored form. Ulitin po natin ang first step, kunin po natin ang GCMF ng dalawang terms. Ano ba yung coefficients po natin dyan? Iko-consider po natin yung 12 na merong factors na 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 by listing. Ang susunod naman nating coefficient ay 20. Ang mga number na pwedeng i-divide sa 20 na walang remainder ay 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, at 20. Ngayon, kung i-consider po natin lahat ng common factors, meron po tayong 1, 2, at 4. But then, since we are speaking about the greatest common factor, ang magiging sagot po natin ay 4. Ang pangalawa naman po, we're going to determine the common variable with the least exponent. Ano ba yung variable na meron sa first term na 12x cubed y raised to the 5th na meron din po sa negative 20x to the 5th y squared z? Ang mga yon ay x at y, hindi po ba? Ngayon, ang pagpipilian po natin ay x cubed at x raised to the 5th. Ang pipiliin po natin ay yung may least exponent. Ganon din po sa y to the 5th at y squared. Ang pipiliin po natin ay yung may least exponent. Hindi po natin i-consider ang z dahil wala naman pong z sa ating first term. Therefore, sasabihin po natin that the GCMF is 4x cubed y squared. Combination po ng coefficient at ng variables. For our step 2, i-divide po natin both terms by the GCMF 4x cubed y squared. Ngayon, 12 divided by 4 is 3. Pwede na po nating i-cancel yung x. So, y to the 5th divided by y squared. Ang sabi ko po kanina, ima-minus nyo lang po. 5 minus 2 is 3. Kaya po siya cube. Next, negative 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5. At ang x to the 5th divided by x cubed is x squared. Pwede na po nating i-cancel yung y squared dahil common naman po sila, or y squared divided by y squared is equal to 1. And then, let's copy z. Now, 3y squared minus 5x cubed z is the other factor. For our last step, we are just going to write your step 1 and step 2 as products. Therefore, the factor form of 12x cubed y raised to the 5th power minus 20x raised to the 5th power y squared z is 4x cubed y squared times the quantity 3y cubed minus 5x squared z.